This will be a challenging one. I don't know how we're going to make this look any good, but it should look good. I think we're going to enlarge it. I think we're going positive. We normally do these as still images, but we're going to do something different. Let's see what it is. It looks like, I couldn't flatten it all the way out, looks like a shawl made out of lace. So we're going to do something different with this piece. I'm going to do an interesting piece on this. Sorry about the bad handling of the phone, the camera. We're just going to move it around. We're going to take this shawl and we're going to move it, going to distort it. I don't know how that's exactly going to work, as it's a see-through thing. I don't want to get my hand in the way because it's transparent and it's on the ventilation holes. Sorry. Taking a little bit of time. Yeah, that looks interesting. We can use that. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we should have lightened it a bit. It was already fairly light, but it obviously is a dark piece. Just going to put it away on the side. And we're just going to use this as our master copy. I'm really missing a loved one at the moment. I'm trying to get in touch. I'm trying to get this stuff on the free-to-air primetime news on the TV. I mean, seriously, it's really difficult. I really am missing this person, Luigi. It really cuts me that I can't locate him. Now, those colours look really nice, but it still looks shit. But basically I'm really missing my partner, and it really is difficult trying to locate him, and I can't do it any other way except through trying to get on television. It's really more difficult than it looks. It really is, folks. Trying to get out there and on there. And the fact that it is critical that I do get out there on the air. So that looks really nice. I think we could use that. But basically, I'm trying to get my work out there on air. And it's really more difficult than I anticipated when I started making my first YouTube videos. I think they were back in July 2012, and that was just the beginning of my work. Now we're just trying to get that little area thereabouts. So I'm just pushing it up to the corner. So I'm really lonely and I'm really sad, and I can't see any other way that my stuff is going to go to air except on the television to find. I need as much coverage as I can get. I need as much the way they can broadcast this shit. And I need all this shit to be broadcast. Otherwise I'll never make it. Now that looks nice. But I'm really lonely and I'm really in pain being away from my partner. I think we could use that, and we're just going to maybe enlarge this section out. I'm wondering if we can, that's a good question. But it really hurts to be away from my partner, to be lonely, and it is loneliness, folks, make no mistake. It is an extremely lonely existence that I get along with in my life. I don't get along with it as in I don't like it, but it's how my life is. I do have contacts with people. It's not like I'm totally away. I just don't feel connected. It's the old loneliness in the crowd feeling that I'm talking about, that it's like that. Now I did move it the wrong way. I was meant to move it, I think, down rather than up. But basically I'm really feeling the loneliness of it all, and it really hurts to be away from someone that I love. It really hurts to be totally alone at home, you know, and not having a partner to talk to or to be with. It really hurts. It really is it's heart-wrenching and heartbreaking at once. Now I've got that lovely pattern, but I moved that in the wrong direction, as I thought I would, as I usually do. But I'm really feeling the pinch of loneliness. Loneliness just doesn't play well with me. I'm not a person that tolerates it. I've had to tolerate it throughout most of my life. I never felt a sense of companionship from when I was 8. I felt lonely in my own family since I was 8, and I wanted to live in Barnardo's, which is like a home for children who've been abandoned or handed in for adoption, and I thought life at Barnardo's would be better than life at home. That's how I felt. Just wondering if I might have to push it up a bit, because that looks nice. But basically, I never felt a sense of companionship in my own family unit, which is, I'm going to move it across a bit once again. Now the photocopier is doing something funny, which I don't know why, but photocopiers do funny things. I'm going to move it up, but basically I'm really feeling this loneliness, and it's really a killer. Loneliness actually kills. It's like smoking the equivalent of 15 cigarettes a day. It's not a healthy thing to deal with, loneliness. And I really miss my partner, Luigi. Now this is not looking too good. I like that one better. I actually think this one would have been better. Maybe we could use it still and maybe enlarge it a bit up. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to pull it. But basically I'm really lonely away from my partner. I'm going to move it across. I really get lonely away from Luigi, and it really hurts. But I'm trying my best to put my best foot forward to keep making these demos and making them as well as I can, as close enough as I can under the circumstances. And this looks shithouse. I do think this looks good. I think maybe we could use this and enlarge it up a bit. I'm thinking. I don't know how big we're going to make it. The X will be 104. And the vertical will be 160. All right, let's just get rid of this. I do think that maybe that was a better position, but I'm hoping that maybe I can just use this as our work material. But I really miss my partner, and it really hurts to be away from him. We're enlarging this stuff here off, so I really get lonely and I really get desolated. Not destitute, I'm living reasonably comfortably. I have to still watch my money because these demos are not cheap, and all the material that goes with them, like data and storage and hardware and some software and this, that, the other. And it really does get kind of costly what I'm doing. Now that looks shit house. I think that looks shit house. No, just can't seem to find a way of making this work. I think we might have enlarged it too big. I think we might make it 130. Fuck. I get shaky and I find it really hard. No, 100. Fuck. I'm just having trouble here with my coordination with this stupid dumbass equipment. I just can't seem to keep my hand steady. But I really miss this partner Luigi, and I really need to find him, and I just can't seem to get in touch with him. I just can't seem to find where he is, and it gets really, really painfully lonely being without him. This looks good, but it still doesn't look all that good. It'll probably look good when I finally put it together. That's what often happens with what I do, is when I finally arrange the pieces, it often comes up looking a treat, and my intuition moves me on. I don't know why my hand was so it's really uncoordinated sometimes, and these stupid soft keys can be really difficult. It's the company that built it, Konica Minolta. They don't know how to make anything really useful as much as it should be. So you've just got those soft keys pretty much. But I really miss this partner and I really need to find him, and I'm just trying my best to make some really good first class work. Not everything goes to plan. Not everything is easy enough to make it look flattering, so you find a lot of things that I create are not really good. They're just like bum notes in music, or maybe, I don't know, something to that effect. So let's just put these pieces together, see if we've got something really good. These are really difficult things to work with when you're doing these movement pieces. Movement's notoriously difficult, and trying to center the enlargement on a certain area is difficult and hit and miss at the best of times. Anyway, I am quite happy with this piece. I think now we can call this demo quits.